Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Tractor Man 44 here. I snuck off to the side to take a little video of my son-in-law. He's over there working his tail end off, trying to split up a little bit of wood. We got a little bit of a mild day. It's 23 degrees out, but just now picking up a little bit of wind. But it's just a perfect day. Had sun out just a little while ago, and we could actually work in your shirt sleeve. And so, but it is dropping a little bit in temperature pretty quick with that wind coming up. And of course, the sun went up behind the cloud too. But at any rate, it's just a few minutes just playing around this afternoon. Not a big deal. Trying to get the woodshed full. This is the third compartment of the woodshed, and it's for year after next. Here it is today, guys. 23 degrees, and this old Massey Harris 30 made about 3, maybe 4 revolutions and fired right up. Been purring like a kitten ever since. Never even had to touch the choke. This thing has just always been just a great little tractor. We got it doing a little wood splitter duty today. Got the son-in-law back there doing the hard work. I'm helping him a little bit by stacking a little here and there. You notice that little bit of a rattle? I've got a throw-out bearing that's kind of rattling in there. It's either a throw-out bearing or it's a pilot bearing on the input of the transmission. Here's his twin sister sitting over here. I got it hooked up to the old 1936 Chevrolet hard takeoff driven dump bed. I tell you now, I like big tractors, but I like little tractors too. These things will run all day long on just a smattering of gas compared to what you can run a 44 or a 55 on. And these things almost never fail you. Now we trade back and forth with the 30s. To power this little buzzsaw here. This buzzsaw is a Dearborn, and it's made to fit on the back of a little Ford, 8-in, 9-in tractor, a little Ferguson, any of those. But I converted it to a standard Category 1 3-point A-frame you can see there, so I can use it behind my 800 Ford with the right angle drive on the back of the 800 Ford. That Ford shot crap. That's another story. So I converted it to and I've done this in another video. I know I'm repeating myself to people that might have viewed the videos before. But I took and converted it by adding this little frame here. I converted it back to a stationary rig so we can stake it to the ground with rods through the holes you see blown in the angle iron, and then run the flat belt drive off of the side pulley of any of these tractors. So all you need is a tractor with a flat pulley, and you can just power it any which way you want. And that, of course, over there is a homemade wood splitter my older brother built back in about 1978 or 79. You can see, obviously, it's got an odd axle under it. That's an A-frame style axle. I've covered that before in the Splitter Wars videos that myself and several other YouTube collaborators put up a series of videos on comparing different commercial and homemade wood splitters. Commercially built and homemade wood splitters, but that thing is really cool. You can see how fast it is. I'm running a tractor at about half throttle, so I do not have quite 540 RPM on the input of the oil pump over there. But the ram, if we were running wide open throttle, the ram would be much quicker than what it is. That is a single stage pump there. Tell the woodshed's getting pretty close to being full. Just about topped out. For you legitimate Massey Harris fans, you can see I actually have Massey Harris wheel weights on the little red 30 over there. But on this rusty 30 here, you can see that I've got a set of cast centers off of a 44 Special, or the 33 or 44 Special. That's the cast centers off of the rear wheels. And you can see how obviously they bolt on with the clips and then those funny shaped bolts that hold them in place on the special rim that goes with them. But these make very good wheel weights on these smaller tractors. The holes where you put your all thread through line up perfectly with the holes in the stamped wheel. and they just do a phenomenal job. I don't know what they weigh, but I cannot pick one up. If it's laying down flat, I can stand it up, but I cannot possibly pick one up and put it in the bed of a truck. Whereas these little Massey Harris wheel weights, like on the other 30, there's absolutely nothing to them. I forgot what they weigh too. I don't know, I want to say 80 pounds maybe, I don't really know. You can really hear that rattle over here. I think that's a pilot bearing on the input of the transmission. And you can see I've got this one converted to a 12-volt one-wire alternator. I think I've actually done a video on that. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to stacking. Look, he's quit splitting, so I'm holding up production. So I got to go over and stack that for him, so he keeps doing all the hard work. At any rate, that's just a couple minutes in a free afternoon we had. Actually, everybody's home from work. You know, it's just a little bit before supper time, so we thought, well, we'd fill up the spot. You know what I mean? So this Trackman 44, and I am out of here, guys. And little Maggie decided to come visit. Hey, Maggie. Maggie.